Am I live? Is it working? Oh, God. I have no idea if this is working or not. Connect. No. No? Maybe? Live! Somebody said it, so that means somebody can hear me. Okay, I'm just not. Oh, there it goes. Hi, hello. There we go. Guess where I am? Just kidding. Don't. You won't. I am away still. I'm doing some house sitting, and originally I thought that I would stream every single day this week because I wanted to be an overachiever. That clearly didn't happen because just like with every single time prior when it comes to me streaming, if there is the most slight of inconvenience or dip in perceived quality, I will talk myself out of doing anything at all because it is the biggest crisis that I could ever deal with. So I apologize for that. Are we hearing you, or are we hearing, or are we collective schizo? I don't know. You could just be collective schizoing for all I know. This is all just one giant fever dream. But it is what it do be. So I'm currently on the laptop. This laptop, originally, I was so proud of myself. I had made some upgrades to my goofy little PNG tuber model, and I figured out some stuff that's actually kind of fun and cool. Well, I brought the wrong files over onto the laptop, so I couldn't fix that, and you're probably thinking, oh, just call your husband and have him drag and drop the correct file into their Google Drive. That would require teaching my husband how to use the Google Drive. Where is your VTuber model homes? Homes, what do you mean by that? Valve PC console coming. Yes, a lot of things happened this week. A lot of things. There's some funny things. I did also start recording audio for stuff. At this point, I guess I am open to having somebody work with me on Canva. I've gone back and forth with this like multiple times. I kind of need an editor, but I also kind of don't want one just because I couldn't adequately pay them what I know that they're worth. I don't know. I might ask a friend to help me out who's got nothing better to do. But then I'd still feel bad. I just don't know. Basically, all I need is for somebody to save the pictures and put them in place where I make the speaking. I don't need transitions. Yes, I'm that lazy. And then, see, and that's the other thing. That is the other thing, too. The fact that I say that out loud and it is so simple, it's like I already have to look at the image. Just drag and drop it into the fucking editor. I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy, Chad. I'm such a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I really am. I don't know what happened. I used to be somebody who would stream every single day. In fact, it was normal for me to do a 24-hour stream like once a week, sometimes twice a week. I don't know what happened. How you doing? But how's everybody doing? I hope that you're all fantastic. I hope that you're all well. I hope the audio sounds good. This is just the plug and play. Eliani, thank you so much for the tippies. Savvy Sama, can we talk about VTubers being compared to the KKK? Link in your DMs. How are you today? I saw that. I saw the post of which you are referencing, and that was going to be something that we talked about today because I love talking about generalizations. I love talking about the leftist rhetoric, and I love making other people look like fucking idiots. It's so much fun. You just need to get into the groove of streaming again. I don't know how to put this. I love streaming. I do. I think, you know what? I can answer the question, but it's not an answer that I wish to share publicly right now, just because it involves a bunch of other stress. And I think it's one of those situations where the problem is not the problem. It's something else. I'll share it eventually once I get some stuff cleared up, but it's a thing. We all joke that I never leave the house. We all joke that, I never really do much of anything and I'm terminally online and constantly glued to my phone. Well, I am constantly glued to my phone. I'd rather be glued to the PC, but, I'm glued to the phone, unfortunately. And that implies that I'm not at my PC as often as I'd like to be, which is weird because I'm glued a lot to a lot of... Anyway, nobody cares. I used to love writing reviews, but now I'm too lazy to write them. Yes. Any good, comfortable headphones chat for long use? I am the worst person to ask for that. I got a tiny ass head. Did you drink hot chalky again? No, but I am going to be ordering some. I did, however, have cake for breakfast. Okay, look, so whenever I'm away, originally I was just going to jump into the news and like start doing this, but now we're going to have like a 15-minute intro because I haven't streamed all week. So this week, whenever I go away, whenever I leave my husband and don't have supervision or don't have to, monitor him eating healthy to make sure he gets his nutrients for the day, I tend to indulge a little bit. And so I've gained a little bit of weight while here, which is actually a good thing. I need to. But I've had hot chalky because it's been so cold and I'm so lonely without my husband, that I was like, oh, I'll have some sugar to replace him. Turns out that doesn't work, and I don't learn my lesson. So I had hot chocolate, which is something normal people have regularly. And then I ordered cake, a strawberry lychee cake. And I got to have that for breakfast. I had pumpkin pie for breakfast once. Yes. I do like pumpkin pie. All I tried were for tiny heads. Yeah. The headphones are a hard thing to shop for. I'm only 136 pounds at 5'8". That you should probably put on a little bit of weight. Or if you're healthy, whatever. But yeah. Ew, hot chocolate turns to jelly if you leave it too long. Everything turns to jelly if you leave it too long. What kind of statement is that? It's beginning the curve is back. Hubby will be happy, I bet. We have some funny talks about that. You keep saying normal people drink hot chocolate on the reg, but no, we don't. Well, I mean, not regular. I just mean it's not a big deal. Like when a normal person goes and has hot chocolate, it's not an event. For me, it's an event. There's literal years that go in between this. I mean, if you're somebody who doesn't order it, obviously, then, it's sort of an event, but not really. I've also had some of the most amazing fucking sushi burrito. Basically, it's just an uncut sushi roll served, quote unquote, as a burrito. Had the most amazing sushi yesterday that I'm going to be ordering today. It was steak. Savvy isn't normal. I'm something. I'm just something. But yes, so we're going to talk about, actually, you know what? We could start with the VTuber thing. I don't really have a plan for today. Who puts weed in hot chocolate? That's disgusting. Those flavors don't go. Pop out chat. Okay. The other thing that's going to make today a little bit poo-poo is my alerts don't work. So alerts won't pop up on stream, I don't think. And that's because I haven't done much with the laptop for streaming. But yeah, Sophie's basically a vampire trying to live on normal food. Something like that. Oh, thank God for chat notifications, though. Oculus, thank you so much for the tippy. Use this money to get hot chocolate and for the femboy tax. Bless you. All right, we've got our hot chocolate. All right, you know what? You just made my day. I'm going to do that. We're going to stop right now. We're going to talk about anything. Hang on. Allow this. No, don't allow. I have to charge this thing so it's plugged into the laptop. Let's see here. I'm going to order a hot chocky right now. I have been given hot whip, yo, ho, or whip cracking. No. Okay, those are the sound effects. I was like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about whipped cream? My brain's all over the place. I'm ordering the hot chocolate right now. So, what sucks is Panera, who I ordered the gourmet hot chocolate from, they're on two different apps. And the apps, you'd think that they had the exact same thing, but they allow you to choose from the bakery from one app, and then the other app doesn't have that, but it has the bigger food selection. So I'm so upset. There's a femboy tax now. I mean, if you choose, so here's the difference between myself and Dear Sweet Miki. My taxes are all 100% optional. They're more so like if you go to a place and you really enjoy the place, there's a little tax box, right? But the taxes are not enforced here. Miki, on the other hand, he'll hold your dog hostage if you don't pay his taxes. So, we got a little difference in the way our countries are run, But we do have strong borders here. We have very strong borders, but those borders rules change at the whims of the king, which would be the bird creature that is me, that does not have hazel eyes. I am the green-eyed king. Please stop falling for the propaganda of the hazel-eyed lies. God damn it. Meek said his taxes were optional. He still has my hamster. Yeah, see, exactly. We got a problem. I would never take your hamster. In fact, here, let me give you a hamster, and then you can choose if you want to pay taxes or not. I'll banish anybody here who doesn't pay the tax. Don't do that. No. No. And that's how optional taxes go. Nothing in life is free. No, I don't want to go to the store. Oh, God. Panera Bread. All right, I'm ordering. You guys are getting me my hot chalky. Thank you. Signature hot chalky. Last ordered 2 days ago. You fat fuck. But where is his hamster? I don't know. We'll have to get a new one. Here we go. We'll get the large because there's a fucking 73-cent difference for whatever reason. And I guess I can't just get the hot chalky. I might as well get some food for later. God, you guys are so chill. Thank you. Passion papaya iced green. Oh, I can't have that. It's green tea, which means caffeine. That's tragic. Where's the sandwich I ordered? No. Toasted Frontega. That used to be my go-to. The cheesesteak is good. Oh, I got the French last time. French dipper. I could just go for another grilled cheese and creamy tomato soup. See, 10 more sandwiches. Where is my sandwich? French word I can't ever pronounce. Dipper. What's that bread? What's that bread? It's spelt Ciabatta. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I don't say it. It is a word that is not of my language. How is it that a whole sandwich is $15, but a half sandwich is $11? Mountain Mutt, thank you so much for the tipperoo. More tax. Ciabatta. Who decided that? Ciabatta? That's such a stupid word. Why wouldn't you call it ciabatta? Homeless shrimp? I look like a homeless shrimp with the way I'm sitting, that's for sure. Add to order. All right. View cart. Signature hot chalky and a whole ass sandwich. And I want your utensils because fuck you, that's why. Do I want a cookie? I'm not paying $1.50 for that shit. Greek yogurt. Jesus Christ, dude, the price. Why is a banana by itself $1.59? If you go to the store, you can get like 5 bananas for $1.59. Mountain Mother, thank you so much for renewing your member. Oh, wait, for joining the memberships. It has to pay taxes for the free chat. Exactly. Now you understand. I'm just kidding. This is terrible. You don't look like a homeless shrimp, dearest. Yes, I do. I haven't brushed my hair all week. I'm wearing red pants. I'm wearing it's a black shirt, but I look like a shrimp in a black t-shirt, and the way I'm sitting is completely moon crescent around the microphone. I'm legit. Like, I tied my hair up after a shower, and then I said, I don't want to deal with this. So I didn't all week, and it's going to be a nightmare when I try to brush it later. Oh, dude, I gotta order the delicious sushi burrito later. All right, let's see. How much is this gonna cost me? Because holy fuck. It's so... Jesus Christ! Fucking $22 for this shit. $27 including tip. That's fine, though. Your model's not moving? No, it won't. This is just a temporary thing in the corner just to put me there. It's a stupid story. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for paying for my hot chalky today. I do appreciate that. Oh, generous tax giverer. The hot chalky will be on its way. I was told to use the tipperoo for the chalky, so I did. All right, so because we have this microphone, you're going to hear my mic. So I'm going to attempt to not move it often. So when we start talking about news stories, I'm going to drag it out a little bit. PNG, it's literally just a PNG. You know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that classic 2016 PNG tuber? I was actually doing VTubing with a 3D model before it was cool. And it was literally just either a pink-haired piece of shit, ugly-ass model, or the Doge. Why is Ms. Kiff and the dog abuser on screen? Well, that's a very good question, because we're actually just on Yeet's page, because I wanted to actually talk about this. Let me see here. I wanted to talk about Hassan and China, because there's some fun things that we can talk about with China. But the very first question I got today was about comparing the VTubers to the KKK, and then I guess some strays got had, but then they got had from the original image too. Basically, the left just continues doing leftist things, right? So unfortunately, people like to make little follow graphics, and then of course the other side takes the graphics and said, "Oh, look, it's Nazis and the KKK." Like, shut the fuck up. When you do things like that, when you generalize in that manner that is not based off of science or useful facts or anything other than you just being a fucking virtue signaler, you just look like an idiot. You really do. Now, the one that I saw from before, this was really funny. I guess Yorch, who formerly had issues with a loser, made a little follow graphic. And then that's what inspired like the VTuber one, because it's like the same number of people, I think, or the same layout. No, we don't hate VTuber. I'm going to take away your mod if you say things like that. My God. That's demodable. Imagine making me have to work. Please don't do that. But no, so the original graphic was made by Yorch. He said some very nice things. And then some other loser. I don't know who this person is. We only like P-tubers. There's a joke in there. Some other guy, I have no idea who the hell he is. I have no idea why anybody talks to him. He did the same thing, and then he did it in a hateful way, right? And then apparently it turns out there were people on there that he didn't even know, and then he's like, "Oh, there were people on here and they're catching strays and oopsies." And it's like, so you just grabbed an image, you saw 3 people maybe that you should hate because other people told you to hate them, and then other people, your followers, go and harass every single person on that list, and then you have to make a statement saying you had no idea who some of those people were. That's literally them in a nutshell. And that's what happened to the VTuber thing, right? People are being randomly labeled the most extreme thing possible. Well, the more that extreme language keeps getting used, the less people are going to pay attention to it. Nobody cares anymore about being called a Nazi. Nobody cares anymore about being called a bigot. Nobody cares anymore about being related to the KKK, because everybody can see that, just like with the artist situation, deciding not to draw some queer-ass shit, didn't say death to queers, just didn't want to draw two characters kissing, or whatever, people overreact, right? And so they see that. It's disgusting, and these people need to be mocked into the asylum. But unfortunately, the asylums won't get open, so they'll just get mocked. But if we can just open up asylums, I swear, they're going to label you a Nazi, whether you're a VTuber or IRL streamer, though. Well, yeah, obviously it's not dependent on the medium of which you choose. It's just the fact that you don't agree with them 100%. That's it. That's literally it. There are people in this world who will, I think Eric July, Ripa, he put out a really great tweet that just summarizes this, and he basically just said, people will make up this image of you in their head and then hate that. And it's like, fucking really? Like, that's just what's going to happen. Now, it used to never be an issue, right? Like, when you said, like, man, I hate that actor, right? Like, nobody took it seriously. Nobody thinks that you go and stalk that actor's page, right? Like, nobody back in the day, like in 2007, you could say that you disliked something and nobody would assume that you wanted them dead, right? Like, I used to dislike actors and actresses for various reasons, or dislike politicians or whatever. Everybody has done it. But now it's like you just say the most ridiculous shit. And it's like you can't even just express, a difference of opinion without somebody actually wanting you to die. And it's so weird. I don't understand it. Yeah, obviously there are plenty of schizo stalker cases, but I'm just saying the average person, like I don't know. I think that the other thing too that kind of grinded my gears a little bit. So like I for the most part stay out of drama. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says about me. But I feel like some people have tried to bait me into it, right? I'm constantly baited into it. And, like, I like to give commentary, but at the end of the day, like, I don't give a shit about getting personal with somebody. I just don't care. Obviously, there's a few people who might hate me for various reasons that may or may not be very funny and still follow somebody along to this day in a manner of which I could have never predicted. It's not my fault. But, I think that at the end of the day, if you just ignore, mock it, ignore it in a manner of don't let it get to you, because like collective no, actually I was talking about more so like on a more personal, smaller scale, not just with businesses. They're collective shout's a curious case. The lion doesn't concern itself with the opinion of sheep. Exactly. Yeah, like have fun with it, right? That I think that's what I'm trying to say is have fun with it. But those kinds of drama things where people just want to say dumb shit to say dumb shit, or like call you the KKK, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if somebody calls you the KKK anymore. It just doesn't matter, is basically what I'm getting at. I lost myself in there trying to wiggle out where I'm going. Dan, how are you? Good afternoon from the shower. Well, hello from the kitchen table of the place of which I am watching the house of. Oh, man. I don't know. It's all stupid. They're doing physical stuff in the real world. They need, well, okay, that's different. That's not what we're talking about, clearly. That's bad. More like collective whale. Oh my God, dude, they're so annoying. The sex doll thing too. I've been trying to go through that, and they'd literally call ball jointed dolls child sex dolls. Like, they're so stupid. I cannot wait for Julie Inman Grant to fall, because she is absolutely screwing Australia. And the minute that she does, collective shout will have basically no power and no connections of anything useful. But they're so goddamn annoying. So is NCOS. So I just wish that there was a delete button. I wish. What's a ball jointed doll? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a type of doll anatomy where all of the joints are balls, so that way they can be articulated in a more realistic way. But they tend to have a very 3D anime look to them traditionally. At least the ones that got popular. I'm not saying that every ball jointed doll looks anime, but there's a lot of anime ones. It's a very popular Japanese method of making certain types of dolls or whatever. But the Japanese aesthetic ones, they got the big eyes, the pointy chin, the big heads, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. We all owe Senator McCarthy an apology. Why? Question why? What is that in reference to? Let me shuffle closer here. There we go. The dolls you're talking about is Dolphy Dream. Very cute. It's more than just that, but that's probably one of the brands. Let's assign inanimate objects human rights. What could possibly go wrong? Well, Norway can answer that one, that's for sure. So I want to talk a little bit about Hassan. Obviously, lots of people love talking about Hassan because Hassan does dumb shit and he's just easy to farm. But this is more so just interesting. He finally talked about the 2 gay dating apps being banned in China. So we're going to see what he says about this, and then I'm going to make some general comments about China, because how stupid can he be? And then I'll talk about this more on detail. Let's see. How's the sound? I have no idea. How's the sound? You're going to have to give me some feedback, because I don't know, and it'll probably echo through my fucking mic. But we'll see. We'll see if we can do this. No, it's not playing. It's just not playing. Hang on. Where did, here we go. Desktop audio, here we go. Properties, default, apparently it's not, but that's fine. Sounds a little, well, that's because it was coming through my mic. I gotta move the mic away, which means you gotta get right up on my face. Oh my God.
Chatter, this is exactly what I mean. If you get your notes from Twitter, which, by the way,
how's that?
Like you'll see, we're about to go to Chengdu. What's really funny about this is, like, China's gay as hell. Like, just watch the stream and you will see. Like Austin's been on the apps. That's so funny. There is like, I mean, it's true. Apple removes Chinese gay dating apps on government order. Okay, but that's Apple. Blued and Finca, two of China's most popular gay dating apps, suddenly disappeared from Apple's Chinese app store, fanning fears among LGBTQ people. Dude, that's Apple.
So the thing that I love about this disingenuous fuckwit is that if this happened in America, he would say, oh, guess who did that? It's the American government demanding it. How dare the American government cause Apple to censor it? Oh my God, what a terrible day this is. Everyone's rights are under attack. But because it's China, it's like, oh, well, it was just Apple, teehee. Apple is the one doing it, teehee. Nobody dared to make a request to it. Oh no. China can do no wrong, even though the police pulled me aside for memes. And they've also had people following me. And there's been people coming into my room who I don't know. Ooh. You dumb fucking bitch! You dumb bitch! I swear to God, Hassan. The other thing that I love too about Hassan is that I'm pretty sure he's just using his normal electronics and tech while in China. Now, yes, I'm about to drop a little bit of wisdom from the inside world, but you could find all of this publicly available as well. As somebody who lives in the DC area and who's known people in the military her entire life, I get a little bit of advice from certain people all around, from all kinds of ranks, from all kinds of clearance levels, from people who have gone and done military stuff in military countries or military-ridden countries and things like that, or wherever our military goes. And I have been advised by very intelligent people because this was a conversation before we went to Japan. Originally, if I had not gotten sick, we were going to go to China for a few days. So naturally, I reached out to a couple people to get some advice. You should almost never, and by almost, I mean pretty much always, you should basically never bring your electronic devices into China. And I'm going to leave it there. China has a very impressive military, whether or not that wants to be acknowledged. You are a dumb fucking bitch if you activate your personal electronic devices within China. You are a dumb fucking bitch if you connect to their Wi-Fi. And you are especially a dumb fucking piece of shit retard if you say things like China is hella gay while broadcasting from China while connected to their internets in their buildings where they know where you are. Are we kind of getting the picture here? China has some very beautiful parts. You can enjoy the Chinese people. You can enjoy Chinese culture. You don't have to glaze the government. This is where the big divide comes in the gaming world, right? Because obviously there are very beautifully made games coming from China, and people want to play those games. But they know that if they pay for the games or pay for anything in the app, that money goes to their dictatorship of a government. And so for gaming, you know, it's a very difficult decision at times for certain people who try to be aware of that kind of thing. Obviously, just because you play a Chinese game, that doesn't make you evil. That's not at all what I'm implying. I play Chinese games. I love the creativity of China, just like I love the creativity of Japan and Korea and all these other nations. I love Bollywood as well, you know, but there are things to criticize, obviously, about governments. And so, you know, we've had these talks before, and that's something that I also try to do, is separate the Chinese from the Chinese government. That's not what Hassan's doing. That is not what Hassan is doing at all. Hassan is quite literally glazing the government. He's glazing every aspect of it. And he's being so fucking retarded. I thought maybe at first he was just praising them because he's in China and he knows he's being followed. But then when he says China is hella gay, you are a dumb bitch. You are going to hurt the gays in China. You are going to get somebody killed by putting a gay person on your stream. If it comes to that, if you say the wrong thing to the wrong Chinese person, they could get arrested, even if you're just sitting there laughing. Like, this motherfucker could seriously get somebody hurt or worse. And that's because he doesn't think before he speaks. He has no social awareness, he has no cultural awareness, and he has no respect for anyone. Oh, this is so frustrating to watch. So you're telling us to overthrow the Chinese government? No. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Just don't use your phone in China. But he needs to support the LGBT people. Well, he's not supporting them at all. He's so stupid. Why does anyone watch that scumbag? I have no idea. I don't know, because he's bought it and put on the front page of Twitch. I'll just fucking say it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Savvy's hazel eyes. No! Thank you for the squiggly tippy. I saw your post when you had pink hair, and I have to admit, your hazel eyes sparkled in that picture. I'm gonna drink bleach. I swear to God, they're green. They're green. This is propaganda. They're just green. I don't know why this turned into a thing. It's green. Why can't my eyes just be green? Why did my mother have to abandon me? This is bullshit. She forsook me in my time of need and then tried to drop a memory bomb that doesn't exist because she's a nice lady but having troubles. God! Someone should ask him the Taiwan question and see how fast his stream gets taken down. It would be a little funny if people went and brought up Taiwan in his chat. I actually wonder if people would get banned. If you just type in Taiwan in his chat, would you get banned? That's actually, is he live right now? Is he live right now? I'll go type in his chat, just Taiwan. You can't gaslight us. We're too smart for that. Why are you like this? Savvy's colorblind. I'm only partially colorblind. It's very minute. So she thinks her hazel eyes are green. No, they are. I think you would do it live. I mean, I will. I don't give a fuck. Green eyes, but I see hazel. You people. I would believe your mother. No, my mother is very nice, but very confused. If your eyes are green, then Hassan didn't electrocute his dog. No, that's not fair. He did electrocute his dog, and my eyes are green. West Taiwan gets upset when you mention Taiwan. Oh boy. I think everybody just gets serious on Saturday. I'm barely awake. Savvy getting serious on that. I don't know about that. Oh man. I don't know about that one. But yeah, anyway, so that's the thing. I don't know what the rest of the clip was, because honestly, it's not normal for Yeet to post this, but let's take a listen, I suppose.
Wait, this happened yesterday? Okay, I'm gonna go ask people if it's like still available on Huawei. Because guess what? Not everything you read in news media is as it seems, is all I'm saying when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh my God, he's actually defending it. Look, and he's trying so hard. So hard. He's trying so fucking hard to defend them. It's crazy. I cannot believe this. The double standard is wild.
Especially considering that even the likes of Newsweek, for example, those apps are super fucking popular. For the record, those apps are super popular. For the record, just so you know. And I assume, I mean, I might be wrong on, I might be.
That is probably the most honest he has ever been in his life. I might be wrong, and we're just going to leave it there. You are wrong, Hassan. You're wrong about everything. Kind of like you mostly are wrong about most things in life. But, hey, you do you. You do you, you fucking commie bastard. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to click on it. Oh, man. But that's that. The Epstein file situation has been interesting. I've been very upset with the way that it's been handled, but it is what it is, I suppose. We'll see what happens this week. Until then, I really don't have too much commentary other than the fact that the Democrats are literally trying to say, oh, look, this pedophile rapist said he's a bad man, so he must be a bad man. Look, we should listen to the pedophile rapist who sold kids. That way other pedophile rapists can rape kids. Fucking retards! Idiots. Can we send it? He's still in China. Okay, you know what? No. Actually, I'll say one last thing about Hassan. And I can't take credit for this, but it's the exact same place my brain was going. Nux Taku, I think, was the first to say it. Or at least he did on his stream. I sometimes watch now Nux's little stream clips or whatever on YouTube. And I'm just like, oh goddamn. Oh goddamn. But he said, you know, there is now a chance. Because of what Hassan has done, there is actually a legitimate chance that he would have issues coming back into the United States. I think he was memeing on the deporting thing. But because Hassan has made comments like, I have no patriotism for America, like he specifically said that, he did interviews with CCP propagandists, and he's like glazing that little red book or whatever. Like does this dude really think that he could just do this and the American government's not going to be like, okay, well, you brought all of your technology into China, which they've now uploaded a bunch of spyware on. Like, we can't let you back in the States. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I was about to say, please detain him. Yeah, I mean, I'm just laughing at this. Have you seen the Hassan Shock music video? No. Maybe, unless there's a new one. I saw clips of it, but it's... I mean, he should either go back to Turkey or just go live in China. He likes China so much. He has the money. There's no reason for him to be in LA. He's not bound to it. He's just living there in his $3 million home or $2 million home. I don't know how much it is, but it's multiple millions of dollars. But he could have so much more in China. You know, he could have that $2 million will get him a legitimate palace of sorts. God, no, we don't want him in Europe either. Sorry, Europe has fallen. So, unfortunately, until y'all fucking eliminate the EU and the UN and some other bullshit regulatory shit, the WEF, like all that started over there. Y'all gotta deal with that shit. He's grifting, that's all? Well, yeah, but he should grift in China. He should grift China. He should just go to China. He should just stay in China. I think the world would be a better place if he stayed in China. Anyway, it would be unfortunate, though, if anybody sent the China is gay as hell thing to any of the media managers in the CCP. That would just be an unfortunate report. I don't know why he would say that. Like, I just don't understand how the fuck you're gonna say certain things while broadcasting in China on their Wi-Fi. I just don't know. I don't know. The money is better in the U.S. Maybe. Savvy, you aren't streaming this on Kick? No, I don't feel like figuring everything out again on the laptop, and the laptop can, I'm trying to be gentle. Basically, I'm just lazy. So this is all just on here today. And because it's scuffed as all hell. But yeah, anyway, another thing. So this just happened today. This is a fascinating thing. It's been revealed that Democrat Representative Jamie Ratskin was involved in a plot where prison staffers stole Maxwell's attorney-client emails and funneled them to him, which he then leaked to the media in an attempt to smear President Trump. Nothing will fucking happen. Nothing will happen to this bastard. He will not be stripped tomorrow of his power. He will not be hauled off for an investigation and held in a prison cell like the average. He will, at most, suffer a little social backlash, but the Democrats will come to his aid and say that he did nothing wrong. Nothing. And it's very frustrating. I respect your laziness, Savvy. Don't encourage it. Is the stream kind of dying, or is it just me? It's possible. No, it's dying. It's definitely dying. I'm on Wi-Fi. It's all over the place. Like I said, this is a scuffed stream. I started talking bad about the Chinese and the Democrats, and now my stream is suffering. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, the stream's fucking up. We've dropped frames. We're losing it. All right, here. Maybe it's the rat skin. We can't talk about him. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see if we get him off the screen and if chat returns. It probably won't. I love a good scuffed stream. The world may never know. China got her. Oh, please just work now. You were working fine and now you're not. Yeah, no, I know. It's all broken. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what love is. Settings. Output. What if I do that? Blame Canada with their beady flapping heads. Tell you happy. I'm not even home. No, it's just not working. Oh, I think it's recovering. No, it's not. It's back down to 0. I'm still in the red. I hate everything. Good to know. I wouldn't have been able to stream daily if I wanted to this week. Now I don't feel bad. IDK why this is happening now, but I guess we can wait for more minutes, and if no recovery, then I will just end. My bad, guys. I tried. I'm big fail streamer. I don't know why this went screwy, but it is what it is. Everyone use code SAVVY. Yes, you can use it for T or PCs. Yay! The 2 best things in the world. Savvy. What? Say something nice about China. They have a really cool wall, and I really like the way that they design their dragons. Talk about femboys. My hot chocolate's here, so I can talk about that. Which the person probably just, yay. All right, I'm going to get my hot chocolate. Maybe that'll heal the stream. As long as I don't look at it, it'll get better. I got my hot chocky. Thank you, generous tipper. Holy shit, it did get better. Holy fuck. No, it didn't. We're back. Remember to use code Hazel? God damn it. It's code green. I mean, code savvy. It's back. It looks like getting rid of rat skin worked and the hot chocolate worked. Just kidding. Why'd you have to bring up rat skin again? Damn it. We've dropped 16,000 frames. I don't know if we're back. It's also frustrating. Like, I would not know actually how to fix this. I don't think a Wi-Fi signal boost or like a better Wi-Fi connector would change anything. Just is what it is. Maybe I'll invest in a cable or something that I can bring with me. Are we having fun yet? I mean, I'm having a good time. No lag? Oh, no lag right now? Fuck the hot jockeys. Hot. Duh, savvy. Duh. All right. Well, you know what? Nobody wants to sit around and watch a shitty stream that randomly drops. So we'll talk about one more little goofball thing that's not terribly important, and then I'll just go back to making videos or something. I shouldn't say I don't want to do video. I just mean like I don't want to do it on this. With one monitor, it's difficult. There we go. Those are the words that I'm looking for. I did look at the price for portable monitor attachments to laptops. They're not nearly as pricey as they used to be. I remember when those things used to be like $1,000. You can get portable monitors for super cheap, very, very cheap. You're welcome, Savvy. Bless you. You will be my sugar rush for the day, and then I will regret it later because I won't be able to sleep. But it's fine. You know that your fails are awesome. No, they're not. The last thing I'll say today is that there are certain people who really don't like generalized statements. Oh, this links back to the beginning. So obviously a generalized statement like these VTubers are the KKK, that's a bad generalization because it's not rooted in scientific fact. It's not even rooted in any form of fact. It's barely rooted in any form of logic, and the person who said it has absolutely no brain. But there are generalizations that ring true, like the generalization that women have breasts. Some women may not have breasts. I am one of those women who do not have the booba. But that does not change the generalization that women have booba. Was that nyan in the distance? Wait, what? Savvy, when the steam machine comes out, you should sell an art front panel. Oh, that's an interesting idea. But yes, anyway, back to generalizations. So I had made a bit of a generalizations that relies on biology and psychology. It's no mystery that men and women think differently. Wow, novel concept, who knew? But some people get really upset if you bring that up. Usually you expect women to actually be upset over generalizations because they have a harder time with abstract data sets, because they have to personalize everything. But there's a lot of unwell men, too, who are incapable of generalization and just having basically conversations of the common sense variety. And so if you scroll some of the comments on this, it's not very many. But some people got very upset. Like, oh, you can't generalize like this. Oh, that's not true. What if I'm this and I want that? It's like, okay. Okay, yeah. If you'll notice, in my humorous portrayal of these differences, I even noted something that directly contradicts my existence. I shouldn't technically have a mate by my own standards mentioned if you take into account averages based off of my OP. But people are too stupid to get that. Like I don't know, like it does not bother me. Like if somebody comes to me and says, "Did you know that men prefer women with a C cup?" I'd go, yeah, same. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, C cup's great. That's a good size. More than a handful is wasteful, but less than a handful is, well, it's not as fun. It doesn't bother me, right? I don't have a C cup. I have a negative A cup. Who the fuck cares? There are just some generalizations that make sense. The larger breast size is part of a perceived increase in fertility. If for some reason the psychology went a different way and it was somehow more evolutionary beneficial to have flatter chest, then flat as justice would be reigning supreme. So it's very strange that people have never opened up psychology books for fun or biology for fun, because there are some things that we don't have to worry about being propagandized. Parkour, yes. Negative A. Look, man, I don't give a fuck. I'll say, oh, look, I'm finally in the green for my connection. Holy shit. YouTube's like, all right, she's changed topic. We don't have to throttle her anymore. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Do high production value videos. We'll watch them, That requires a whole... I can barely do low production value videos. You want me to do a high one? I can't even sit and edit 2 hours worth of fucking audio for my Pokemon thing. You want me to do a high production value video? Holy shit. Holy fuck. I can do it. I have the skills to do it. I don't have the applications anymore, though. I need After Effects again. Yes, that's great that you would watch it. That's wonderful. That requires me to make it. It's not a problem of whether or not it's watched. Look, I'm about to make some videos that I don't think anybody but me wants to watch. Like, it's not a problem of whether or not anybody's interested. I mean, I was posting art on the internet for years and no one saw it. Like, I don't mind if people aren't interested in my content. It doesn't bother me. What does bother me is the amount of perceived work of dragging and dropping images into the edit screen. Because I hate doing things for myself because I'm a piece of shit. High production for you is to get green contact lenses. That's it. I'm jumping out of the fucking window. Oh, man. How much hot chocolate text would it take? No, hold on. Please don't guilt me. We're not going to do this. We haven't done the bully watch goals because I genuinely just don't want to watch any form of Western entertainment, even if the classics are good. I just genuinely am so jaded on all entertainment right now. I won't watch anything produced or made with Americans. But I don't think bullying me into doing videos is I mean, that just feels so wrong. It feels so fucking wrong. Yeah, guys, buy me 10 hot Chalkies and I'll finally put out my fucking video. It's like a reverse DSP. It's like, yeah, guys, if you just give me 50 subs, I'll put out the next video, I swear. But until we get there, it's just not gonna happen, and you can't ever ask me for anything. That's not his voice. I don't know why I was giving him a lisp. He doesn't have one. I just can't sound like him. Make the video, bigot. Ah! Oh, man. Are you saying Gary is a bully? Wait, what does Gary do? God. That's all so funny. No, I do want to do some like gameplay videos. I might just say fuck it and solo play something offline for 3 hours, but like try to do it in a really calming voice and then just put ASMR in front of it and just be like, hey, if you want to fall asleep to this RimWorld game, that's awesome. And I'll literally just use this voice the entire time. Granted, I'd have my other mics, that way you don't pick up on all the thing, because that can be pretty nasty. But, you know, it's like, imagine, oh, look, we have a 50-man raid. Oh, look, half the colony was just wiped out and the other half has malaria. Great day. Great day for all involved. Like, that would be funny, right? And that's the kind of stuff that I want to do. I don't think anybody would watch it. Rasmus, thank you so much for the tipperoo. Where there is a whip, there is a way. Get to work, you hazel-eyed gremlin. Also, you getting on with the foot fish? Oh, I thought you misspelled fetish, and I was like, what? Getting on with the foot fish on the Norwegians show soon. We haven't talked recently. I have been traveling. I've been doing dumb shit. And I don't like ruining other people's content with my lesser content whenever I travel because I don't have my good stuff. I genuinely feel guilty about that. I believe it's one thing for me to muck up my own stream and be a piece of shit on my own stream, but I try to maintain certain quality for anybody whose stream I do go on. So, yeah, that makes is panel watch stuff they don't want to just... Oh, makes the panel watch stuff they don't want to just ask as. Yes. Why not just record our awesome Overwatch games and post those? Maybe, if we do that thing that we started doing and we have a really, really funny one... No one was supposed to know that I'm actively playing Overwatch again. But yeah, that could be a thing. Overwatch is not a game that you play to take seriously. Like, we don't play it for the sake of Overwatch. We do it to upset other people. But we recently started doing this thing where we pick the worst person on the enemy team and then routinely keep dying to them. Even if somebody else kills us, we then say, like, really nice things to, like, gas him up. You know, we're like, oh, man, the enemy Hanzo's so good. Oh, fuck, he's got to have aim hacks on or something. Whoa, he's totally using wall hacks. How did he see me coming around the corner, right? Like, that kind of thing. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, and then other people, like the jealous tryhard on the enemy team, gets really upset by that. we had a very angry Devo one game, and they were just full on trying hard and like, you know, constantly coming after me. And even when the Hanzo was dead, I still said, "Oh, the Hanzo got me. Deva's just a kill stealer." They were so unhappy. Oh, Tyler, thank you so much for the tippy. Who's Nira Verath, and why are weirdos calling you a pick me over your tweet, claiming that you're jealous over a play? Oh, I don't fucking know. That's funny. I don't know what that's about, but I don't really give a shit. If that's Naira, that's the buddy, that's the dude whose besties are pedophiles. So it's like, why do we give a shit? Put more videos of songs like your pick me song. I don't want to do just a lot of that. My writing with Suno is very much so self-indulgent. And I don't want to flood the channel, but I do actually want to start doing more art videos, which I will have some of my Suno stuff on in the background of. But yeah. So that's that. 3.5 hot chalkies to replay Dustborn. Oh God, we'd need 100 of those. We'd need hundreds of those. Do people not watch VODs of Twitch on YouTube? How is that different? I mean, that's true. I guess it's more so just like I just automatically assume nobody wants to watch the stuff that I really want to make. Like I like the videos that I've made have all been videos that I wanted to make, right? That's why that's so few and far between, because I just talk about what I feel like I want to talk about, right? But you know, the stuff that I really want to do, I just automatically assume that, you know, like the RimWorld videos or this other game that I was playing, Tavern Keeper. I want to do a little video on that, maybe a little playthrough on Tavern Master. Like I love sim games, so I don't know. I just need to stop being so worried. I thought that I got over it, but I guess not. I don't know. She's the girlfriend of guys involved with Bolt Gun 2. She's getting a voice acting role through nepotism. Oh. Are you just expanding on that? Yeah, I don't. I've already moved past that subject. I mean like not here in chat. I mean like on Twitter. Like this is from days ago, you know? Like I tweeted something, and if people have issue with it, they're allowed to. I don't give a fuck. People are allowed to hate me. That's fine. But you know what they don't do? They don't call me wrong. You can call me a pick-me all you want. And yes, I was chosen. But I'm not wrong. And that's the part that frustrates them. You've been into Pal World again? Dude, I love Pal World. They just had an update too. Messed around with Suno, hit or miss? Yeah. No, it can be very hit or miss. You gotta really be dedicated to hearing your 16-year-old cringe poetry. Which I was. And my God, it was so much fun. I love that kind of thing, though. There's a reason we love you, Savvy. It's not something you can avoid. I am so sorry. That's all I'll say is I'm just sorry. Oh, man. Let me see streams. Oh, no, you can view all of the activity here. And then stream settings. They changed everything. So it's like, oh, wait, where'd the chat go? Ah, there it is. There it is. But yeah, your Neopets are dead. You should feel bad. And then I started playing this game, this new Carnival Bliss game. It is a yaoi gotcha game. So this is actually, you know what? This will be another good, fun, happy thing to talk about. That's not important. We'll talk about the important stuff and the politics and game and news and stuff like that on Monday. So this game is a yaoi harem game. Now, I'm personally not of the mindset that harem makes a whole lot of sense in yaoi, just because it's weird to me that you would have a male and then other males around him. With the male main character and a female harem, at least you can be like, oh, the man is protecting them, right? But when you have a male and male harem, it's like, all these guys are stronger than you. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. So my brain has never really liked male harems. But I really, really like some of the way that this game is done. And I'm more so playing it, just like with Love and Deep Space, to see why it's popular. It's been aggressively advertised to me for like a fucking year or some shit. I don't know how long it's been out, but I actually have screenshots of it. The first time I ever saw it on a YouTube app, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I had no idea. They just said fuck it, because the guy opens the game by saying he's an anal plug sex toy designer, right? Like they just openly talk about sex and fucking, and it's amazing. It's obviously advertised 17 plus. I don't think you actually see dick or anything. But there's no English voice acting, which is awesome. And the voices, I actually recognize some of them. But the voice acting is all done really, really, really well. And yeah, it's interesting. It's all like PNGs. There's not it's not like Brown Dust where it has animated sprites or things like that. The 2D art in that visual novel kind of style is the way that they go. The backgrounds are all beautiful. I want to do like a review of all the different gachas I'm doing in one video. We're gonna have said that at the beginning of the year, but now that I've actually played enough gachas. Zenless Zone Zero also had an update that made me want to play finally, so I will finally move on with that. Sad we won't get to see a guy named Richard. Don't give up on them yet. You never know. But yeah, so it's been interesting. It's an interesting concept. It's a little out there for me, but I'm having fun with it, and that's all that matters. Sorry, I'm moving my heating pad because my spine is broken because I'm sitting on a wooden chair all week. I could go lay on the couch and redo everything and move the laptop over there, but I needed space and a solid surface. But yeah, so that's been fun. I already have 2, I guess, Nat 5s. They're the SSR rank. So it seems to be a little bit generous. I have the new one that's dropped and then another one. They're both like support type units, but I'm not really paying attention to that. The gameplay is very simplistic, but I actually don't mind it. It's good enough for a mobile game, for entertaining yourself for a few minutes. Uma Musume is a good game. I just enjoy the Idol Girl Racing game. Yeah, no, it's fun too. I've seen some good stuff about that. I need to check it out. Yes, do not use the word remove. Good catch, Savvy. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. I don't really have anything else, I don't think, fun that I did this week. I've been drawing a bit more than I have been for the last little while, which actually has restored joy to my soul. I was already pretty happy, but being able to draw is obviously when I'm happiest. So I've been doing some stuff. Don't worry. There's some ladies involved. It's not all dudes. So I'll start dropping more stuff soon. I want 2026 to be a good year. I found. I'm hoping to order samples soon, which is more than I can say I've done in a very long time. And I am working on setting up a shop that is completely run by me, possibly coded by me. We'll see. Because I don't want to do a monthly fucking subscription of $30 to $50 to some service, but that's just because I don't want to pay that. I just don't. Any thoughts on the new Steam machine? I don't really have thoughts because I have a PC. And why would I buy a micro PC that doesn't even do everything that I want to put it on a TV that I can just beam shit to from my computer? I don't really understand the Steam box, but I think for other people who don't have PCs, this might be something for them, maybe. But at the same time, how are you ever going to play the new games because nobody optimizes for it? You know? Steam Machine reminds me of Meme Machine by Filthy Frank. It does a little bit. Appreciate you calling out the hypocrisy and censorship bullshit. Please keep fighting the good fight. Bless you. Bless you. It's all fun. It's all fun. With the Steam Machine, the console market is toast. I mean, I guess I don't particularly care about the console market because I have long since evolved past it, and there's truly no exclusive that's been worth playing in the past decade. Yeah, that's right. I threw hands. Final Fantasy eventually came to PC. Everything eventually comes to PC. Like, why would anybody care? Have you seen the Metroid Prime 4 preview footage of the millennial modern audience NPC characters now accompanying Samus and quipping at all of what she does? What I saw was now all of a sudden the Marvel commentary is now a problem, according to IGN and all of those ones. But yes, unfortunately, Nintendo is the last to adopt trends, and now they fucked up Metroid Prime with bullshit. So that's great. 1992 Space, maybe thank you so much for renewing your membership for 13 months. Holy shit, that's more than a year. I think the Steam machine is for people like me who exclusively play console, but I have no interest in it, especially with the projected price points. Yeah, like, I just don't understand it. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Steam caters to a specific breed. And I think the Steam Deck was a great bridge, but that Steam box thing, I don't know. I don't see it doing well. But that's just... I mean, I shouldn't say that I don't see it doing well. I don't see it sweeping nations and being the next hot thing that every single person has to have. Can we please boycott all these game companies that are firing their graphic designers and game developers to have cheap AI to make their games? It's truly ruining most games. So, no. Here's why. Stay with me. Every single company right now is attempting to gain... You know what? Here, hang on. We're going to even go a step further. We're going to do a visual aid with this. Hang on. We're going to bring up paint. We're going to visual aid this shit. Hang on. Because I want to do some visual aids with this. Hang on. What does this do? Ah, sweet. Okay. All right. Let me see here if I can do window capture. Paint. Select a window to capture. Paint. It doesn't show up. Why? Aha! Okay. And then we got to do transform, fit to screen. All right. So, here's what we're going to do. So we have... Oh, fuck, you can't see shit. We gotta bring this up to like 20. No, we gotta bring it up a little bit bigger. Here we go. So, we have game companies, right? And then you have your stupid investors. And then you have consumer. So, you know what? Let's call it American game companies, right? So, right now, investors used to go straight for the game company because they saw over the years from like 2010 to 2020, because that's at the start of the pandemic, right? Oh God, that was very small here. I should actually plug in my tablet so that way I can do this. So 2010 to 2020, the investors were like, whoa, we're going to give American game companies all the money, right? Well, now all of a sudden, AI is the next hot ticket, right? So investors want this bullshit. They don't give a fuck about the video games anymore. They're like, the video games are crashing. Who gives a fuck, right? So investors want the AI. The American game companies, they want the AI too, because that gets them also the investors, but that also means less staff, less redundancy, less staff, right? So, we hate the American game companies right now because they're all dumb fucks. They're all run by people who didn't start the companies. They're all pieces of shit pushing DEI, and they wanna espouse their bullshit moral authority over everyone else, despite being the same kind of perverted freak that the rest of us are. Arguably, they're 10 times worse because they want to fuck bears and milk minotaurs, right? So who gives a fuck? So the reason why we don't want to boycott this is, one, AI is inevitable, and free markets will decide. Two, this is speed running the collapse of the American game companies, which is what we need. We need the IPs to go to sale so that way people who actually give a shit can buy them up. Or China, because China has a bunch of money. China is not going to be the end all be all, and Saudi Arabia will not save us either. They are trying to become an entertainment hub and get a bunch of tourist bullshit happening, right? The investors are stupid. Yes, they are. But the consumer, right? The consumer is indeed king. And actually, if we were to look at the newest Black Ops, this is the perfect fucking time to bring this up, right? So if we look at Call of Duty, we got COD, Blops 7, right? So all the people, you and I are having a deeper convo about this in Discord later. Yes, and I will actually show you some stuff too because you're going to shit yourself over some of this stuff. So the Call of Duty, I loved Call of Duty, right? The people who originally made, let's just keep it completely within Treyarch and let's just keep it completely relevant to the Black Ops team, right? So the people who made the original Black Ops are basically 98% gone. I would be shocked if any of them are still there. And so over time, over every game, over every however many years it's been, because they didn't just come out annually, right? There were some years in between. Every game has shifted staff. And so now we have the ultimate DEI max, nobody knows what they're doing staff. Over time, people stopped figuring things out. They used additional services. They use a bunch of third-party sources. In fact, it's become so common to still have support studios that there are some people who are like, I don't know why we actually have a main office because everything gets exported, right? Nothing's done in-house. This isn't for every company. Obviously, we're talking about big AAA. AAA still obviously does things in-house, but there are some people in some groups that are like, yeah, I have no idea actually where this is done because the support studios do it. So they have a bunch of support, right? And so the people who are currently on the Blops 7 team are completely different from the original Blops team, right? None of them have any respect for it, which is how we get Skibbity Bee Toilet Boss. This is how we deviate from the fact that it's, a military-inspired shooter. COD Black Ops has zombie mode. Obviously, that's not historically accurate or realistic in terms of military shooter, but it still kept it within the confines of being military-based in its shooter-esque bullshit, right? So Black Ops, it has a more sci-fi element to it. That's why it was fun, because that was its gimmick versus Modern Warfare or the other versions that they did, or World at War or whatever. Although World at War still had zombies. Black Ops has shifted into this world of having retarded celebrity cameos. It's got neon stickers and shit, whatever, right? Who cares? Obviously no one, because people are not playing as much as they used to, and people are upset with it. Now, the COD Blops 7 bullshit, they also have a bunch of AI-generated shit. That's upsetting people. Good. It got Fortnite. That is the best way to put it. Fortnite is actually, so Epic itself is a huge point of contention. I cannot stand Epic and what it has become and what they have actually done in the gaming industry. They have caused so many problems for the fucking West just by being bought out by China and having their accidental success. I met with these people, right? Like, they sponsored me once before. I was part of the release push for when it came to mobile. Yeah. I was sponsored by Epic. So I'm very familiar with them and what their original vision was, and then where things have gone. They've done the same thing for years. Remember the 6-fingered zombie Santa? Yes? I don't know. A lot's happened. Anyway, so Call of Duty has basically become a disgusting monster, and we want this to go away, right? We don't. This isn't very cool. The way we make it go away, though, is just let them to keep doing what they're doing. I don't have to do a damn thing. People will not choose the AI-generated slop if it looks like slop. Now, I don't mind AI as a tool. I don't care. I just don't care. Because at the end of the day, people want a good product. You can make a good product with tools that assist you. Because guess what? We don't have real fucking AI. The stuff that's being used today outside of image generation is the same stuff that was used 10 years ago, just under a different name, because the investors are fucking stupid. You don't think that there's tools within 3D programs that help make things faster? It's the same thing as machine learning. The coding is just slightly different. So I don't personally give a shit about that. But the investors, they're stupid. So if you tell them that it's AI, then that's who's going to give the game company money so that way they can then have all their shitty staff to make some shitty shit that the consumer does not want, right? And then, ding, ding, ding. That fucks them both up. Two birds with one stone, because the market, I have faith in the market. I have faith that the market will reject slop and shit produced by individuals with no talent, and it will uplift and promote individuals who do create something good. I think the latest Call of Duty is disgusting. It'll still sell very well. Actually, is it even for sale or is it free? I don't know how they do it anymore. There's shit on Game Pass too. AI is just a tool. It's all about the mind who operates the tool. Exactly. If you give a retard a movie making instruction kit and all of the things, he's not going to make a very good movie. In the same way, a retard with AI is not going to make a very compelling AI generated movie, right? But if you have an actual storyteller and a movie maker who then is given these tools, they're going to make something interesting and unique, most likely. Base take, slop cod. Yeah, basically. We've been saying the same thing about Disney, and no matter how many billions they lose, they still keep making DEI slop. Oh, don't worry, but they're turning on them. It takes a little bit longer when somebody's got more money. The game industry is much more fragile than the entertainment industry. Disney has a lot more than just its movies and its TV shows. In fact, I think that it actually loses money on all of its movies in the last 5-7 years. But the thing that makes them the most money is their real estate and their theme parks. So that's why Disney doesn't stop Disneying, because there's so much more going on with them. That's also why Pokemon, for example, will never feel any kind of financial burden, because no matter how bad the games are, dude, it could be the fucking middle of the day on a Thursday in Japan, and there is a line. There is a long fucking line at the Pokemon store. People don't understand just how to truly appreciate the size and scope of Pokemon. I used to think that I understood how Pokemon makes its money. And when you look on it in a spreadsheet, you're like, yeah, okay, whatever, that's cool. But when you see that passion, when you see all of the people obsessed, when you see everyone still playing Pokemon Go, you're like, damn, that's real. That's wow. So good for them. They made a fuck ton from all the Marvel movies from Endgame and back. So Endgame is so long ago. Bro, Endgame was so long ago. When was Endgame? Hang on. When did Endgame release? That's okay if there's a typo. Nobody cares. The Endgame released in 2019. It's 2026 now. They've lost a lot of money since then. A lot. Yeah. I was a mod maker and a map maker for Soldier of Fortune 1 and 2, and they literally locked down the engine and called it COD 1. Ugh. Yeah. We like Pokemon, go away. More like Pokemon go away. They should have made real Pokemon game instead of the lame idea. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I won't get too into it right now. The Marvel money is long gone. Yeah, I know it was a long time ago, but that was still the last. But that was the last time Disney movies were good. They have lost a lot of money and still won't learn. That's what I'm getting at. No, I know, and that's what everybody sees as well. And that speaks to the people in charge of it, right? But like I said, the reason why they still make money isn't because of the movies. They're just doing this for propaganda. But there also is something a little bit more insidious going on with investors and some international dealings. Right now, they're actually still in talks with Blackstone trying to move their animation studio over to India because India really wants the Disney hub. India is trying to rebrand the same way that Saudi Arabia is doing. And Blackstone, not BlackRock, Blackstone really wants to be the lead partner / investor in the move to India with Disney. They've been talking about this for a while. But yeah, so like I said, the reason why Disney still makes money is because of the parks. But even then, they were actually, I think, still concerned about it. And then for some reason, This isn't Disney, but Ubisoft? Ubisoft delayed earning call. Somebody delayed an earning call. I don't remember. The new Fantastic was trash. Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, thank you. They probably make a good amount from merchandise still. Merchandise, yes, but actually, so what's fascinating about the merchandise too is I was amazed at how much Japan loves classic Disney. I'm talking about 80, like 70s, 80s, and 90s imagery, characters, and art. And then in China, they love the early animations. Apparently, you can find Stitch merch everywhere. I've been sent multiple pictures. The movie industry needs to learn to not take the same actors and shove them into every role. Also, now we're even getting into, actually, we're getting into another problem with Hollywood. It's because people don't want to relinquish their power and control. So a lot of these actors and actresses who get casted and recast constantly, it has nothing to do with their skill level anymore. It's because it's about power and control. There's a reason why, for instance, the young actors coming in are all looking like they're in their 40s and 50s. This is a big conversation like around Millie Bobby Brown, for example, because she constantly looks like she's way more immature. She doesn't look like a 20-year-old. That's actually part of the reason. Hollywood is manipulating so much to adjust what is considered desirable. So because the aging actresses should technically be bowing out by now, they're creating an imbalance in the ability for new talent to be created, right? And so they have managers who are aggressive, who have, hidden partnerships and friendships with casting directors. And so even if somebody wants to make something new with newer faces, they're still going to be recommended the top people, right? I still love Pedro Pascal, but now that he's in every movie, I'm so tired of him. Dude, he was good in one thing and then that's fucking it. Like, it's so obnoxious. But it's part of that control. And part of that movement because they are of a specific approved political messaging. They'll say approved things. They're easy to control, blah, 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 right? So to bring it back to the reason why the young people look the way they do is because they don't have anyone in their age group who one, they can look up to, but two, the youthfulness of them is often criticized and chastised. They are called pedo bait. They are called children. They are not treated like adults, right? They see that. They see the way that people are acting like, oh my God, this 20-year-old is dating this 30-year-old. Why would you date a child? Everything about youth right now is being attacked, and Hollywood is the one leading that charge. Nobody else is. Nobody else wants to claim that, right? It's coming from progressives and the left and Hollywood and things like that. So, it's actually really, really sad what's happening. Because like the thing that I don't understand too is like, why are 20-year-olds getting, cosmetic surgeries to look older? Like, fuck, like that's so heartbreaking to see. The difference is I will treat them like the adult that they are and say, well, you made your choices. Now, I love Jason Statham. Well, he's a little bit different. There are some good ones. At least he's consistent. He doesn't try to be in every different role. If you need a Brit who knows how to fight for a movie, then call him. Yeah, and that's different. Yeah, I loved The Rock. You guys know that I'm a huge Rock simp. I can't. I'm like, yeah, The Rock. I haven't seen like his last 5 movies because I just didn't care anymore. I saw the last thing that I actively tried to see with him was the DC movie, Black Adam. That, and I liked it. I thought it was fine. Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know. It's all sad. Hollywood's a mucked up thing, but I'm glad that they're kind of sort of collapsing. But the other scary thing is that now like Japan, there was some interest in Hollywood expanding to the anime market and try to get in with Japan. But I hope Japan rejects them in totality. Now that I didn't know too much about. The Rock fell off for me because I saw how he treated his co-stars. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't really. For me, it was all reading and rumors. So it's like, I don't care. I never saw anything, I guess I should say. And the fact that he has no loss contract. Oh, he has a no loss contract. Yes. Yes. He's done some interesting things, but hey, he makes a shit ton of money, and people still work with him, and it is what it is. People could be brave and say no, but they don't, and you know why? Because clout. So really, in truth, they all deserve each other. The Rock always tries to drama farm. He drama farms, but then like he always wants to be the good guy. Like I think so. I understand why he made this choice. After he had kids, he didn't want to play villain characters anymore. And like, yeah, okay, that's wholesome, but dude, it's just acting. Because I think he makes the best villain. I don't like him in a hero role. Except for unless it's like a morally gray one, like Black Adam, or the way that he was in Doom, actually in the Doom movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. Not because it's good, but just because it's Doom and because it had the right way of displaying and using Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I thought that the whole thing was actually brilliantly done in that regard. Was it Doom to Doom's core? No, but was it a cool sci-fi experience that I could live with that didn't have propaganda in it? Of course. That was actually probably one of the last times that I didn't mind that a story had been completely changed for a movie. But, you know, I really liked the way that he was used and portrayed in that. I really, really do. And I'm sad, so sad that we didn't get more stuff like that. You've never heard it. Get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah. Wow, we haven't had connections issues since I stopped talking about rat skin in China. YouTube throttled me. Maybe. Also, the hot chocolate is divine, and I'm starting to sugar rush already, even though I've been barely drinking it. You can tell because my brain is more all over the place, and I felt the need to open up paint. That was for me, not for you. That was for me to give my hand something to do. Can I just hit the delete button and it deletes all this? No? Oh, wait, selection tool? Oh. Whoa. Can I do that? I can. Ooh. I haven't used paint in so long. It's got so many more tools than just the colors at the bottom. But yeah, so that's my shit with Hollywood. Hollywood is like overcompensating for its pedophilic bullshit by making sure nobody who comes into acting looks like a child, which is fucking wrong. They should just actually arrest the pedophiles and actually out them, but what do I know? Now you should tell us how you worked for Blizzard for 7 years. Fucking Blizzard, man. Fucking Blizzard. I don't know. Anyway. The whole stream got derailed because of my stupid connection problems, but I'm glad we can still have fun. What's your favorite game of the year so far? See, I don't play what's popular. I like my little things. Something that I have personally played that I'm excited for more updates on is Tavern Keeper. That just came out. I tweeted about it the other day. It's a really cute tavern sim game. I'm actually going to try out Tavern Masters next. I believe that one's complete. Tavern Keepers has some major updates to go. It can't be Genshin. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I was thinking about things that are released this year. I did not play Claire, the Claire Obscure game, Expedition 33, but I know it's good. The music is beautiful. My husband played it. He loved it. Did not play Arc Raiders. Husband gave it a shot. He said he's convinced that the AI is learning. Trying to think if there was anything actually new that I played this year other than Tavern Keeper. Give Dispatch a chance. It looks and sounds pretty good. It's a maybe. You ever play Hogwarts Legacy? I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't care. I watched my husband play. He chose I think he did a playthrough with Slytherin and Gryffindor. I jokingly told him to make a character of me for Hufflepuff. I don't know if he ever did. And I don't know what those words mean. I just like saying it. I know that Hufflepuff is like the pussies of the group. Slytherin's like, you know, the bad ones, quote unquote. Black Ops 7 literally has Skibidi Toilet. Yeah, exactly. That's because it's just a bunch of talentless losers who don't give a fuck about the actual game and tone of the game. It's just losers who just want to collect on a paycheck. Is that tavern game the one that has the alien squid delivery guy? He looks like that. Yeah, he looks like an alien squid delivery guy. But it's cute. It's cute. I hope that they expand to being able to brew yourself from the decor and the sound of things. I think they do. And then if it even goes further than that and involves farming, that would be super cool too. But I'm really happy with it. It's early access now. It's the same people who made the Game Dev Tycoon game. Yeah, it's fun. It's cute. It's just relaxing. Oh, and then my husband picked up Anno, the Roman. I think that's the Roman Empire building game. I convinced him to look into the strategy and sim game genre because he wasn't feeling very content with the way that AAA releases are going. And I told him go on Steam. I told him about the Tavern Keeper game, and then I told him about a couple of other ones. And I guess Anno came up in the searches, but that's right up his alley too. And I told him there was another game that he mentioned that he wanted. I told him to just buy both because, like, who the fuck cares, right? But he's really loving Anno. I think more and more people are going to move to those kinds of sim things. I often think about rebuilding the Roman Empire. If only we could go back. If only. Gryffindor are the jocks, Slytherin are the preps, Ravenclaw the nerds, and Hufflepuff are the rest. Oh, you know what? I think his first playthrough was Ravenclaw. If you like sim games, you should look into Blacksmith. Let me go see what that is. Steam. Let's open that up. What the hell is this? Inazuma 11, Victory Road, now available. Why is he holding the soccer ball in his hands? That's illegal. They're playing soccer. Why are they laying sideways in the air? What is happening? What is this game? The latest entry in the character collection and football simulation RPG Inazuma 11, with an original story featuring new main characters, over 5,000 players from across the series' history to collect and train, as well as an exciting online tournament you can play the game your way. What? Buy for $70 or the deluxe edition for $80. What the fuck is this? What am I looking for? Blacksmith? Blacksmith. Oh yeah, Where the Wind Meets is one that I do want to check out. There's you mean, is it just Blacksmith or Blacksmith Master? Because there's two of them. Okay, Blacksmith Master. Let's see what this is. Manage your own medieval smithy. Ooh, I gotta send this to husband too, actually. What's even better is when these things are like based, like not 100% realistic, but you know, like realistic enough, and that like it can teach you something. I love stuff like that. Oh, I'm definitely sending this to husband. I'm adding this to wish list. This looks like something definitely up his alley. I think he'd have fun with it. I hope you're having a good day. Your thoughts on Pokemon and why it's so popular made me think that the Simpsons are in the same situation. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much Simpsons stuff still sells. The classic merch alone, I think, keeps them alive. Like, I don't know a single person who watches The Simpsons today, but if you ask them, they'll still say like, oh, you know, yeah, I liked The Simpsons in terms of like, you know, yeah, I'd watch an old episode, that kind of thing. Oh my god, I love these kinds of games, man. These sim games. I swear to God, sim games are the best. I'd like to make one. I would love to work on a small team, I think. Wait, Tavern Master just came on sale. Holy shit. It's normally $15, now it's $2.99. Okay, well, if you guys are interested in buying a tavern sim game, this one's on sale. So here you go. Or, thank you for the tipperoo. Here you guys go if you're interested in that at all. Yes, I'd like to buy this. Daily deal offer ends November 28th. Wow, it's 80% off, or you can get the EP with it as well for $5. Add all DLC to cart. Or the DLC itself is just $2.49. That's awesome. I might buy Emma the DLC because she doesn't have that. Let's go. Continue shopping. I'll just leave it in my cart for now. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Savvy Simulator 2026. No. No. I don't know. If I were to make a game on my own, it would probably look very similar to New Carnival Bliss and Love in Deep Space in terms of it being more so a story with just gameplay elements. There you are, Queen! The game you told me about is 80% off, including its DLC, which you did not know existed. Do you want the DLC? Because I'll buy it for you. It's only $3. I don't give a fuck. Does your husband like the Total War games? They're really... I need to see if he's ever even played them. Nice discount, but I don't know if I enjoy genres like Tavern Master. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, with it cheap enough, you could always give it a try. I mean, you know, play it for an hour and a half, and if you hate it, you could refund it. Yeah. Oh, I need to go put the sandwich in the fridge that I never ate. Holy shit! Okay. Sims games are fun to just chill with the homies in Discord and play. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why RimWorld is so great. I wonder what other great new strat and sim games are out there. But that's it. That's all there is. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why all this happened. I bet I know why my connection problems happened. Output. Apply. Okay. Now everything's gonna break again. Probably. Oh no, I just crashed it. Ooh, yes please. Are we still on? No, I don't know. Are we still live? Is shit broken? Holy fuck, shit's broken. Ah! Okay, we're good. It's not broken anymore. But yes, send link. I thought it was about to crash. Don't panic, it's too late. It was doing the thing. I thought it was going to crash, but we're good. We're good. I don't know. The stream got scuffed. Good thing you didn't fart. We would have heard you. Yeah, you would have. This microphone is awful. You can hear everything. If I were to go take a shit right now, you could hear it. Which is the only reason why I haven't gone and done it. OB Stupid is now functional. Dude, I fucking hate this app so much. It's such a piece of poop. But anyway, so stream got scuffed. I don't want to talk about anything serious anymore. I'll just save it for a video or for Monday. Now that I've acknowledged the fact that I do need to go to the bathroom, I can't stop thinking about it. But I guess we'll call it there. We had a fun talk. We had a fun talk, you know. We talked about the things. We made fun of Hassan. We talked about some news. We talked about some drama. Who cares? Nobody cares. The world will keep turning every single day. I'm gonna go play some mobile games on the turlet. Thank you all for the love and support. I truly do appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't stream this week. Obviously, stream having issues, though, showed me that I would have been frustrated sooner. And it is what it is. I love you all very much. See you Monday.